Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's more on the return. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
On the ready.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shit.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Wilson's got it complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, New Orleans.
Play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10.
Delta.
2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Let's go now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
General West.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. On 4th down, Daniels. They're able to locate Wilson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st down, Saints.
On the double.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 15 line. 59.
Let's get out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check 43.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Ready, break.
53, Mike.
Here we go. Recon, 132 fight. Ready, go.
Now a give, right side. It's Porter. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Watch the curl. Begin.
Delta.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, here we go. Check 24.
And that'll set them back 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Going for a right side here. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Red! 3 and Tucson. 3. Mike. 55. 55.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Saints first down.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, break. Right there in the middle, 55. Now watch one.
On first down, Daniels. And he completes it to Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Ready, set. 34's a Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Ready.
On first and 10, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on second down. Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 90. Wolf. Bandit. Hot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All day, every day.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Porter. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Daniels. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Down, 18 Gator. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Ready, ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Topper, topper. Ready, ready.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, Sam off.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go, go.
On 4th down, Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, read.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. Spins past him. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 55 to Mike. I'm coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Speed trip.
On 4th down, Daniels into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Saints, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like